You telling your story, but I saw your story before. I saw that. Everything you just told me, I saw that in that Hyundai commercial, bro.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? It was like you was in the cubicle and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was at the garage and all that. You feel me? That's
Yeah.
pretty much what you telling me. How did that situation come about?
Man, the Honda commercial was a crazy situation because shout out to Rich Nice, who I just actually spoke to the other day. You know, he does Sway in the Morning with the A&R room. He was like, we were shooting the double XL cover at the time. He was like, yo, Mick, there's a audition they want a rapper for Honda to sponsor. So I go down there and I do it, and then, you know, from what I heard, it was like Cudi tried out for it, Busta Rhymes tried out for it, Q-Tip tried out for it, Wale, Theophilus London, Charles Hamilton, Asher Roth, like all these guys tried out for it. And I just kind of went down there and I was being myself. Like I was like, listen, man, I'm not one of those guys that's gonna have like the wild, crazy chain on. I'm not one of those guys. I'm good with my money. Like I got good credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to.
I know that's right.
I just want to represent the everyday person, and they just went with it. And they were like, "Yo, you represent what Honda is about. Like you're gonna be here for years to come. Even if you don't get a hit record, you're still gonna be one of those guys that represents for the hard working person." So I was like, "All right, bet, let's do this." And you know, we did it. You know, I flew to LA. First time ever going to LA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we shot that commercial, man. Like. It took like 3 or 4 days, you know what I'm saying, to do. I had my own chair. You know the chairs, the director chairs. I had my own chair with my name on the back.
With your name on the back.
I had my own trailer. Like, it was just one of those things, like, I never thought I would experience something like that. You know, doing music, I never thought about getting into acting. Even all of the stuff I just named, I never said acting because that was never something that I wanted to do. But when I did that, it was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it was an experience that I'll never, ever forget.
And it had a very wide reach because that's how I was introduced to you.
Yeah.
Sitting in Little Cambridge, Maryland, watching television as a kid.
Right.
I'm seeing this. Like, I was always a smart kid, always did good in school. I lived in the middle of the hood.
Right.
Shout out Calvin Mowbray Housing, 600 Side Projects, Greenwood Avenue, Cambridge, Maryland. But I was always that dude, you feel me? But to see you, like in the cubicle, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, then you like rapping. I'm like, yo, this dude is different.
Yeah.
And that was before its time, bro, because it wasn't cool to be that back then.
Nah, it wasn't.
Bro.
It wasn't.
You feel what I'm saying?
It wasn't. It was one of those things where it was like, man, like I be seeing the kids now, like how they dress now. Like, like when I was doing it, like niggas wasn't dressing like that.
Right.
Like, so when I would come outside and wear stuff like that, like the ripped denim, you know, the slim fit jeans, you know what I'm saying, the crazy frames, the colorful sneakers, like in the hood, like you would get made fun of. Like niggas be like, yo, what you doing? You look crazy.
You would have to learn how to fight real quick.
You know what I'm saying? So like I would do shows and, you know, in New York, and niggas would look at me like I was crazy, not knowing that what I was doing was like the influence for like the Yays and the Pharrells. Like they would come, I would throw parties in New York and they would come to my parties and they would be like, yo, and they would see what niggas be wearing, put it in their videos and use some of the stuff that we was talking about. Like they would do that. But it was always a mutual respect because they knew that we was the influences. It wasn't just me too. It was like Curtains, you know what I'm saying? Theophilus London at that time. Cudi would come to the parties, you know what I'm saying? The cool kids. And they would just all come and vibe, you know what I'm saying? And then Pharrell, Ye, Erykah Badu, like whoever, they would just come out and show support because it was one of those things where it was like, we was just having fun. We wasn't trying to like, be popping. We was just doing what we felt was what we was doing. And next thing you know, like it just, you go outside and niggas is dressing like how I was dressing years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. That's what it is. But see, it's like you're humble.
So I try my best to be.
You could easily blast that.
I could get crazy.
You feel me? You could blast that.
I choose not to because.
See me, I would probably blast that.
Nah, man. I learned early on that in this industry, you can't get too crazy unless you got the power.
Definitely.
And I don't have that kind of power to just talk crazy. So I just kind of, you know. Definitely. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's uncalled for. It's uncouth. So I'd rather just kind of chill and give my knowledge to the people and try to spread love as much as I can. You know?
That's dope. That's dope, bro. Hats off to you, man.
Thank you.
Look,
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you this. greatest rapper of all time, bro.
I mean,
You gotta give me one. Cats be trying to give me three and break it down. Nah.
I would just say Jay.
Jay?
You know, Jay, you gotta think Jay is like 9'2", 9'3".
Yeah.
And he's still here. He just put something out.
Yeah.
And it shook the world.
What you think about that 444, son? That shit was hard.
I like 444. And I think it was one of those projects that our community needed to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, we need to know about certain things that's being hid from us. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I enjoy the frivolous living, at some point, you know, not only are we a very youthful culture, because hip hop started in like 77, 78.
Yeah.
We're a very youthful community. Like, people forget that we just got free. Like we were free in terms of slavery, 1865.
Yeah.
But we just recently got our civil rights with Martin Luther King in 65 of 63 or 64 of the last century. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're just now being free.
Right.
So we're hidden from a lot of things that people don't tell us about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's all, you know, we can be here all day about this. I don't want to be here all day, but I want to say Jay is taking the right steps forward to open up the minds of our people.
That's real.
Because, you know, it's a shame that there's white children, 12, 11, 10, that know about stocks. And they know how to make $1 million like this. They know how to get to the million, as opposed to a 10, 11-year-old, 12-year-old. And I can speak from experience with my baby cousins. They don't want to get into that. They want the easy way out, or what they may think is the easy way out because of what they see and what they're around.
Do you think rap music perpetuates that? Because at some point, I think that we gotta accept responsibility for what we put out into the earth. You understand what I'm saying?
To an extent, because if a parent lets their child listen to these things and that's all they feed them, then that's all they're gonna be.
Right.
I grew up on DMX.
Yeah.
This nigga was barking, B. I grew up on Big.
Word up.
I grew up on Jay. But I still went to school because my parents told me, listen, you gotta read.
Yeah.
My father still had goals, and he still had a great work ethic to show me without telling me how to become a man.
Okay.
So I feel like there are things that we are hidden by, and hip hop does influence those who don't have strong figures in their lives, but that doesn't mean that it's the only cause of what our culture is. Consider movies and other cultures. Like, you look at the Terminator. Yeah. He done went at the first Terminator, he killed mad people. Did the Terminator was the Terminator the determining factor for white people to go and commit mass murders?
No, definitely not.
So why is it the same thing with hip hop?
It may be a scapegoat at times, though.
Yes, it's a scapegoat.
It may be a scapegoat to some.
It's a scapegoat for people who are afraid of the power of hip hop. The power of hip hop transcends everything.
Yeah.
I went to the movie theaters.
Right.
And I see the mascot of the movie theaters in branding using slang.
Wow.
Using slang in New York City.
Right.
When you got old people who know about Snoop Dogg. When people are saying for shizzle, bling bling, hip hop is the most powerful culture in society.
And guess what? Not only is it the most powerful culture, it's also the most changing culture.
Yes.
You feel me? If that makes any sense at all.
The only thing that you're right. The only thing that competes with it is technology.
Yeah. But that's it though.
That's it.
But look, hip hop influences technology.
Absolutely.
Because they wouldn't have these apps coming out. I was just at the Spinfire app launch. You know what I'm saying? It's a hip hop app. Dre Beats. You know, things. The whole world is molding around hip hop, and that comes from us, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
us.
it's because we are the creators. We are the curators. We are the originators. Everything that black people do, we have started it.
The originators of what?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Even civilization?
Everything. You know that. That's why you asking me. You know
Look,
that.
man, this hip-hop discussions, man, I could talk to this man all day long because we on the same level. I feel like we on the same level right now.
Everything, man. Where the jazz come from? That's us. Where the blues come from? That's us. Rock and roll, that's us.
Right.
All of that. Even country, that's us.
Right.
That's us, dog. They ain't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
That's us. We were the ones with the drums. We were the ones with the strings. They make it seem as if they came and they brought all of this wondrous, beautiful things and showing us civilized. No.
Yeah.
That's not the truth.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, bro. Look, man, we about to get back into some hip hop real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Apologize,
Look, no, it's all good. That's what we do. Hip hop discussions, man. You know what I mean? Mickey Factz is in the building, man. He's a very, very, very intelligent guy, man. Word up.